Something was seriously weird about my sister's grades. If I scored 600, she'd get 610. If I hit 610, she'd instantly get 620. She was always exactly 10 points ahead of me. But whenever I missed an exam, her grades completely tanked. That confirmed my suspicion. Her grades were somehow tied to mine, and that gave me a crazy idea. What if I got a perfect score on the Gaokao? Before the Gaokao, I lived like a monk. My sister did the exact opposite. With me as her free ride, she got insanely cocky. She even went out partying with friends. Whenever she got caught, she'd get annoyed. Can you guys stop bugging me? Relax, I'm definitely gonna be the top scorer. And I never let her down. Every mock exam, I kept her firmly at number 1. I wanted her drunk on fake success. I wanted her completely lost in that unearned confidence. Meanwhile, I had one goal, a perfect 750. Let's see how she'd beat me by 10 then. Once I decided to go for perfect, I went all in. I got up at 4:30 every morning to study. At night, I studied until 2 a.m. before sleeping. Besides eating and using the bathroom, all I did was study. My sister's room was right next to mine. I'd constantly hear her laughing on video calls, or screaming while playing games. Sometimes she'd crank up the volume just to show off. She could do whatever she wanted. And day by day, I kept grinding through practice problems. Before I knew it, March arrived. Jiang Wen started coming into my room a lot. At first, I didn't think much of it. I figured she was just looking for something. Then I realized something was off. The way she looked at me had changed. She was watching me, testing me, even a little nervous. Hey, why are you studying so hard lately? It's fine. The Gaokao's coming up, of course I'm studying. Yeah, but you've never worked this hard before. You're not trying for a perfect score, are you? My heart skipped a beat. But I didn't let it show. I sighed and put on a helpless look. No way, Mom and Dad are making me do this. They said if I don't get into a top college, they'll cut me off. What else can I do? You? A top college? Studying harder won't help you. I'm gonna be the top scorer anyway. I watched her walk away smugly and said nothing. Only after the door shut did I pick up my pen again. A cold smile slowly spread across my face. Good, keep underestimating me. The less you think of me, the safer my plan is. After that, Jiang Wan came by even more often. Sometimes she'd pretend to borrow my study notes. Then she'd skim a few easy problems and toss them back. Her eyes were full of contempt. Sometimes she'd sneak in and check my scratch paper while I ate. She wanted to know my real level. But I was already prepared. I locked all my hard problems and solution notes away. I only left easy practice sheets on my desk. I was deliberately hiding my true ability. Mom and Dad saw Jiang Wan coming into my room. They assumed she was asking me for study help. They bragged to everyone about how hardworking she was. Jiang Wan played right along with them. In front of our parents, she acted eager to learn. But deep down, she still thought I'd never catch her. I watched all of it in silence. And every day I pushed myself even harder. I drilled every past exam and every type of killer problem. I kept calculating the score I could reliably hit. The Gaokao countdown on the classroom wall kept shrinking. Then our final major mock exam finally arrived. It was the ranking everyone cared about most before the Gaokao, and it was the most important step in my plan. Time flew by. Soon, it was time for the final mock exam. I knew I could score around 748, but I intentionally dropped points and got 710. Then Jiang Wan's score came out. 720, exactly 10 points higher than me. Mom and Dad were even more thrilled. They told every relative and friend their daughter was a genius. They were sure she'd be the province's top scorer. Mom, Dad, when I get first place, I want to travel abroad. I want to go to the Maldives. Sure, forget the Maldives. You want to go to the moon? I'll find the money. As long as you're number 1, we'll give you anything. You're the one who's going to make this family proud. Go ahead, laugh while you can. We'll see if you're still laughing when the scores come out. There was only one day left until the Gaokao. I was completely ready. That perfect 750 was mine. Meanwhile, Jiang Wan was still out having fun. She was already celebrating her glorious future. She'd just posted a new video. She grinned at the camera and flashed a peace sign. Caption, tomorrow's easy. First place is already mine. I swiped away and put down my phone. Tonight, she'd party. I'd save my energy. Before bed, I mentally reviewed every key formula. Then I closed my eyes. No insomnia. No nerves. Not even a hint of anxiety. Over 700 days of grinding had burned the answers into me. All I had to do was sleep, then go claim them. I slept without a dream. At first light, I got up. I packed my exam pass and supplies. Then quietly slipped out of the house. Outside the test center, I took a deep breath. This was my only chance to finally break free from her. The sun was blazing. The cicadas were loud and irritating. Parents filled the area around me. Some hugged their kids and cried. Others held sunflowers and shouted, "Good luck!" But beside me, there was no one. Mom and Dad had gone with Jiang Wan to another test center. They didn't even look back when they left. Fine by me, less distraction. I looked down at my exam pass. I ran my fingers over the calm face in the photo. Jiangqi, go. Go take back everything that should have been yours. For 2 full days of exams, I was completely locked in. Before each test, I'd quickly review the key topics. Once I started, I stayed completely calm. My pen never stopped moving. The first Chinese essay topic matched material I'd studied. My pen flew across the answer sheet. I barely had to pause. I'd memorized every poetry question. Reading comprehension went smoothly too. Every answer felt like it was sitting there waiting for me. Next was math. The final problem was a tough calculus question. I'd practiced more than 20 variations of it. The second I saw it, I almost laughed. I solved it using the cleanest method. I even had 10 minutes left to check everything. The physics section covered charged particles and electromagnetic fields. That was one of my best topics. The chemistry lab question was process-based. It was almost identical to a competition problem I'd done. In biology, every choice looked obviously right or wrong. I heard every word of the English listening section clearly. My essay structure was one I'd polished over and over. When I finished, the word count was right on target. My handwriting was clean enough to be a sample answer. Then the bell rang for the final exam. I put down my pen. I stared at the answer sheet covered in black ink. At that moment, I had one thought: nailed it. 3 days earlier, I'd calculated a normal score of 748, and these past 3 days I'd done even better than normal. A perfect 750 should be in the bag. I walked out into a sea of people. Jiangwan immediately pushed through the crowd toward me. Her eyes were practically glowing. "Hey, Four Eyes, how'd you do?"